What's going on, everyone? And welcome into NHL Best Bets for October 8th, presented by the Odd Shoppers. I'm Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts, Gretzky Betskis and Franco the Banker. We'll be breaking down Wednesday night's 4-game slate. We're going to cover money lines, player props, totals, any sort of bet you ever want for the NHL. We've got you covered. Don't forget to check us out on the Odd Shoppers Tails Network as well. For our first month, we're offering a discount using promo code October25 for 25% off your first month. The link for that will be in the description of this video. All right, on to the games. We're going to start us off with Montreal traveling to Toronto. Toronto minus 155, Montreal plus 130, total set at 5.5. Montreal has been the talk of the offseason. Can they kind of build on last year's success, if we want to call it that? They bring in Dobson. Little reminder for everyone, these teams played last season on not opening night, but the second opening night, just like today. Montreal won 1-0 in that game. I'm going to start off Montreal money line.
Yeah.
Give me it again. Give me Montreal money line at plus 130.
I remember that.
I'm going to start us there.
Crazy.
So that's
what a bummer of a game.
Terrible game.
I was working on this home remodel down the street, and I remember being in that house so excited because I think we even may have recorded a show and we had all these props. I probably put way too much money on that game and just constantly looking at my phone and swaying my ass off and just like literally swaying my ass off because I was doing labor and looking at my phone and nothing going right and getting more and more pissed.
What a way to start
the year. Some memories to bring up, though. There you go. Yeah. What a start to the season. Franco, any money lines, total props, wherever you want to go with this one, but what do you got for Montreal, Toronto?
I don't mind that money line. I think it's worth a sprinkle. But I kind of worry just because of all the hype around Montreal that they're just going to get absolutely shellacked. So I'll probably lay off there. We are seeing some props pop up on 365. DK, not yet. Books are feeling a little bit slow, I guess. But, so I got a few. Suzuki Caulfield Point, plus 135. That's an oldie but a goodie, but I love that pricing there. Hudson Point is minus 125. I don't mind that. It's not perfect, but it's still not that bad, I guess.
I like
Maybe
it.
you just go with his assist. I know that's a common way to kind of get a little more value there. But let's go to the Toronto side too. I mean, you can do Matthews and Nye's point. That gets you plus 105, I believe. Plus 100, sorry. And then we talked about Mateus Maccelli in the offseason. Now, Betsky is more familiar with him than any of us are, being a former Yote and Utah player. But we know this guy is not a goal scorer. He's a passer.
No.
He gets top power play and top line with Nyes and Matthews. His assist prop is plus 280. Insane value, just given the line mates he has.
I mean, then you could staple that with the Matthews point, too.
Matthews goal.
If you want crazy, you could do it with a goal.
Nylander goal.
Maccelli assists, Matthews 3 shots and a goal. The only reason why the goal is a little scary is if the Maccelli assist happens on a power play off of Nylander or Nyes or something. But a Matthews point with 3 shots and Maccelli assists feels pretty good.
Yeah, I like that as well. Even the Caulfield Suzuki, you could have Slavkovsky. They're paired together in the first line. They're on the power play unit together. You want to get crazy? I don't think that's a terrible look either if you want to take that Caulfield Suzuki stack up a notch. Betsky, any other props that you're looking at in this game?
You know, I'm not going to lie. This one's a little bit of a wait and see for me on the Montreal end, because outside of that top line, you know, we have Demidov. I'm not ready to just jump in on Demidov. I actually think that Toronto will come out and try to spank in this game. This is a Toronto team that does not have Marner. This is kind of a prove it year. I think this is a team that needs to adjust the way they play. They probably want to play harder. They probably want to play bigger. Maybe not try to decimate teams with skill and speed, but rather playing more of a discipline, almost like a shutdown type of game. When you look at that blue line, there's not that many puck movers. So I'm not really wanting to like go have fun with some of these guys on lower lines from Montreal right now. And I'll probably want to try to find some value on maybe the Toronto puck line, or I don't even know what's the reg one for them. That would feel pretty good too. The other one that I am tempted by is Nylander's shots. It's around minus 130, which is a really good price for 2.5. And this is a guy who absolutely rips against Montreal. He averages 8.1 shot attempts over his last, let me see here, 15 games against them. Hit that 2.5 line in 12 of those last 15 games. If I remember correctly, he is better at home, hitting in all of his last 7 against Montreal at home versus away.
Love that. Love that play. And yeah, and we've seen Nylander go up to that 3.5 line, and even at that 3.5 line, sometimes he's around that minus 150, minus 160. So getting him at 2.5 right now for minus 130, I think you got to do it.
Yeah, 11 of those 15 games, 11 of them he hit 4.
Yeah, it only goes down by 1 when you move up for that 3.5. So yeah, I'd be willing to just bump him straight up to 3.5.
Yeah, take that plus.
Yeah,
Montreal
a little ladder play.
Always leak shots. Yeah.
Little ladder play to start the season.
Little ladder play.
I like that.
I don't think Dobson improves that. Let's put it that way.
No, I don't either.
All right. On to our next game. We got the Boston Bruins traveling to Washington to take on the Capitals. The Capitals are minus 192. Bruins plus 160. Total set at 5.5 here. Juice to the under for the first time. We have a game that's projected to go under that total of 5.5. I don't like this game at all. I'll be brutally honest. I don't like this game at all. Franco, let's see if you can sway me here. But I mean, there's not a whole lot of looks that I love when talking about the Bruins or Capitals to start the season off.
No, I agree. These are two teams that we kind of said we wanted to fade going into the season. We thought that Washington was in for a little bit of regression, and obviously Boston is going to have their struggles. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of am tempted by the unders here. Maybe like do a split between the first period under 1.5 is minus 110, and then the full game under 5.5 at minus 112. I just don't see a ton of goals here. I would rather just do that and shut my eyes and just not watch this game at all.
Yeah, I'm totally willing to pass this. I don't want to get on pasta yet, especially against the Capitals. Some of our favorites, the value plays that you got from Washington last year, like McMichael and Protas and whatnot. I'm not ready to just jump in yet.
This game stinks. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it does.
This game stinks.
Yeah.
Franco, no love for your boy PLD to start the season off. You just want to get angry out of the gate, like have him just let you down immediately so you don't even get any sort of hopes up with him.
I will say he's recorded a point in 5 straight games against Boston.
That's going to be on your card, and I know it is. So don't even act like that. Because that's going to be on the card.
He's not.
That's going to be on the card.
He's not that guy, I don't know, man. All right,
I got one.
Oh, all right. Here we go. What do you got?
Let's go.
Strom assist. Minus 115.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing amazing.
Yeah. No. My only thing is, so that top line of Geeky, Lindholm, and Pasta are going to be on the power play together. If you're dying to bet the Bruins, dying to bet a point stack for this team, that's where I'd look. But that's really all I have in this game. I'm sure you're going to get a fairly decent price on Geeky and Lindholm points individually. But to start the year off against the Caps, especially a team that was pretty solid defensively last year, that's going to be a stay away from me. All right. Next game, Calgary, Edmonton. Edmonton minus 225. Calgary plus 185. Total set at 5.5. Minus 135 to the over. Now we got some hockey. McDavid signs a 2-year bridge deal for 12.5. This Oilers team has 2 years to remain competitive and try to contend for a Stanley Cup before they see McDavid really start to entertain that option of looking elsewhere. Franco, we talked about McDavid.
Wait. It's not entertaining the idea. He's entertaining the idea right now. They got 2 years to keep him. This isn't him contemplating if he's going to stay or not. They don't want to.
He's really entertaining it. Yeah. He's probably gone.
The entertainment has begun.
That's true. Yeah, it's a 2-year entertainment palooza for McDavid right now, and we got to see if he's still there at the end. We talked about McDavid, started the season off, press conference saying, I need to be more aggressive with the puck. I need to shoot more. Start the season off, giving McDavid shots on goal. First game against Calgary. That's an auto bet. We don't have the price out for it yet. It's probably going to be at that 3.5 mark. But regardless of it, giving McDavid 3.5 to start the year. May ladder it up to 4.5, but that's kind of my big look in this game. Franco, what do you got?
It's plus 155 right now. Just there you go.
Hammer.
Love it.
Yeah,
First unit bet of the year. First unit bet of the year. There it is.
You have to think. And they're at home. Calgary was much better at home last year, so they're going to be on the road. I love the over here at 5.5 minus 135. I'm willing to eat the juice a little bit here. You can get 6s at some other books at minus 110, but just give me that 5.5 for that little bit of protection. This is Battle of Alberta. Historically, they do score goals here. I might even do the first period over 1.5 as well, just to, again, kind of differentiate a little bit. So I like that McDavid 4 shots as well, plus 155. And let's keep an eye on who or what the lines are really going to shake out as. Obviously, Daily Faceoff right now has the training camp as their, line combos, and Draisaitl, McDavid, and Trent Frederic are on the top line. So we'll see. I don't think that's going to be what it is. But if Trent Frederic's on the first line, I'm going to bet his goal. That's just how it works. If it's somebody else, if it's Savoy, if it's Howard, I will bet their goal. So just keep an eye on the practice lines as we go into the first game here of the season. Let's see who's on McDavid's wing and who's going to be the guy that gets the lucky chance to bury a goal from Mr. McDavid. Yeah,
I like that. Betsy, any looks for you in the Battle of Alberta?
On the SOGS market, Mikael Backlund has historically been really good against Edmonton. However, last year his shot volume has kind of gone down, and I said the SOGS market. Sorry. And now he's more of a 1.5 guy. 1.5 he's hit in 15 of the last 19 games against Edmonton. So averaging 5.1 shots against. That could be another ladder option from 2 to 3. Kadri is kind of in the same boat. He's been very, very consistent at his 2.5 line against Edmonton. And then with his 3.5 line, he's hit that in 7 of the last 15. So that may be a nice little combo of Backlund at 1.5, Kadri 2.5, and then you could ladder both of them up. I don't mind that, but Calgary is very, very much a wait and see team for me. I am probably going to be laying off them for the first week or so with props, just because I really don't know what to make of this team. I don't know if this was a team where everything went right and they had incredible goaltending from a rookie last season, or if this is kind of a team like the St. Louis Blues, where there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of character, they can play above what they look like as a roster on paper, and that kind of bans them to continually play tough, gritty hockey and getting it done. So I want to wait here on the Calgary side. And like Franco mentioned, I kind of want to wait to see what these Edmonton lines look like to do too much outside of that McDavid shot.
Yeah, our Calgary Flames preview went over pretty well by the Flames fans, so we might as well continue
Yeah.
with the positivity for this team here. They seem to all be in agreement of our opinion on this squad. But I will say Frost and Coronado are on that second line together and on that top power play unit, so possible point stack if you want to look that way for Calgary.
Is Parekh not projected to make the team?
Jeez.
No,
I mean,
pretty
again,
sure
we're looking at daily
Yeah.
faceoff, and like he's not even on the line. So like, what the hell's going on here?
he had a pretty good preseason too.
Yeah, I imagine
This is why
he is.
you
He's definitely on the
can't
team.
necessarily like you gotta check line combos before games, guys. Just like in general, like anybody is watching this right now, like we're looking at what we're seeing right now. We're making projections based on that, but you never know what's going to shift in the day after we record this. So.
And
I think if
just a note, we are recording this on Monday.
Yes,
October
this is
6th.
Monday. Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like
Due to our schedule. So
to me, why is Parekh not on a power play unit? You know, like I would be very interested in his point prop if they give it to us if he's on a power play. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy put up like 20 goals in last year or something, right? So he's been productive as a defenseman.
True. All right, on to our last game of the night. We have the LA Kings traveling to Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are minus 192. The Kings are plus 160. Total set at 5.5 here, minus 122 to the over. What a gauntlet for the Kings to start the season at Colorado. Or no, Colorado comes to them, and then they travel to Vegas. Right now, you can still get the Vegas Golden Knights at minus 120 in regulation for a win. That's where I'm going to start. And there's also some news, like we just talked about, monitoring these lines, right? Dorofeyev is questionable for this game to start. He was projected on that top line with Eichel and Marner. Barbashev is now projected to shift up. So monitor that. Whoever is that third winger on that Eichel and Marner line, I would definitely start to look there for a point. Betsky, any looks for you in Vegas, LA?
I don't. Unfortunately, a lot of these lines aren't showing up for me right now. But I am going to be doing some sort of point stack or an assist with a point for Marner and Eichel. I just don't see any reason not to. This is going to be a huge game for Marner. They're getting a team on a back-to-back. They're getting a team that's playing at home and then traveling. I know that's a short flight. You can probably drive there if you wanted to, but that's still a long first 2 days for the Kings. That means Forsberg's probably going to be in net. Give me the Marner assist. If that's not a bettable price, stack it with Eichel, and then you're going to get some sort of bettable price.
Yeah, I like it. Franco, any looks for you in LA, Vegas?
I'm just going to echo what you guys said. I'm probably going to lock in Vegas in reg tonight because I'm worried about that moving. And I might sprinkle their puck line as well because I think at plus 140, that was pretty good. As soon as those lines open up, and unfortunately we're going to get screwed because that Colorado and LA game's probably going to go, it's going to go late. So they're not going to give us lines until the following day for the player props. So yeah, I any way I can stack Eichel and Marner, I'm going to do it. So probably Marner assist, Eichel point. If that can get me close to plus money or even money, I'll take that. I want no part of LA on the road on the back-to-back after facing Colorado, who's just going to skate around them and make them nice and tired and soften them up for Vegas.
Yeah. This is a little good promo, too. So on Monday, we're recording this. We're going to post that Vegas regulation play at minus 120. So our current subscribers are going to get that number on Wednesday when you guys are listening to this episode. Who knows what that number is going to be at this point. But exactly. They've already locked it in.
They're happy as clams.
If you do want to subscribe to our Tails profile, you can get 25% off your first month using promo code October25. Come check us out. All right, I think that's going to wrap up today's episode of NHL Best Bets presented by the Odd Shoppers. Once more, check out our Tails profile, and if not, we'll talk to you next week.